Hi everyone! Welcome back to the Adelaide Cottage podcast. My name is Shauna and I am recording from Buffalo, New York. It's been a while, about a month I think since I last did a podcast. I wanted you to meet our very, very brand new little girl kitten. Her name is Dory. We got her literally about an hour ago. Hey, you want to say hi? Huh? So now we have two. I'm going to bring her close up just so you can see her, and then I'll let her go and explore. She really wants to get down. How cute is this little face? I can't take it. Say hi. She's so sweet. So her and Peanut are getting used to each other. I apologize if you hear the little bell on her collar in the background, but we have to keep that on her so that we know where she is because she's tiny. She's only 2 pounds. Okay, she just moved the camera. It's been a while. I have a lot to show you, but I'm going to make it short because I have to go get my little guy from preschool. We are going camping this weekend, so I'm going to try to squeeze in another podcast, another short one this weekend if I can. I'm going to bring my camera with and see what I can record while I'm there. But I have a few knitting whips to show you. I have a finished quilt to show you, some crochet, some sewing, a little bit of mail that I received, and what else was there? A shop update at the end, which will be next week. I'm just going to fix this a little bit. But I am going to just quickly show you what will be included. I wanted to announce the winner for the Trailing Ivy knit along before I forget, because it's been a while and it ended June 1st, I think. Here it is. Okay, so it ended May 31st at midnight. So there were only 5 entries, but that's okay. There's another knit along happening now, which I'll explain in just a little bit. But the winner out of the 5 entries was number 1. I don't know if you can pick that up, but there you go. The winner was Scribblebug, and I'm not sure if I can say her first name on here. So Scribblebug, please contact me. And I will get your prize sent out to you. And she gets to pick one of 2 lovely bags that were made by the lovely Coddington, who is Autumn. And yeah, so the other cal that's going on is the Stitching for a Cause. And the main idea of this one is to knit or crochet something for someone with cancer or for a surviving family member in using mostly the color that's used in their cancer type awareness ribbon. So for instance, breast cancer is pink ribbon, so the project would be mostly pink. And if there are some exceptions, if the person doesn't like that color or if it's a man, and he doesn't want pink, then just describe that in your post in the Ravelry group, and that's totally fine. I am selling yarn in colorways that were made specifically for this cal, and I also have some project bags as well, and I'm donating 25% of the items price to the American Cancer Society at the end of the knit along, which will be I decided to let it go to January 1st so that people have all of December, last minute Christmas gifts, whatnot. And then with those purchases, I'm including a free progress keeper. It's a little ribbon, awareness ribbon, and it says hope on it. So right now I don't have a ton of the yarn and bags in stock because I just did a bunch of custom orders and things like that, but I'm hoping to get more into the shop soon. I have been struggling with what I want to make for this knit along. Jason's two aunts have both had cancer recently. One had breast, one had ovarian. And I've had cancer as well. And I was thinking of, and then my mom just passed of cancer, but I was thinking of making each of the two aunts a set of washcloths that have an awareness ribbon in them. So breast cancer is pink, the other aunt had ovarian, which is teal, and then my spinal cord cancer is gray ribbon. So I was going to do a set of 3 washcloths, one of each color for each of them. So I found a pattern online that I really liked. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's called the Pink Ribbon Washcloth by Marth Sveen Edvardsen. And you can just subtly see a ribbon in there. So this uses a cotton yarn. So I dug through my stash and found a really pretty pink sugar and cream cotton yarn in the strawberry colorway. This is what the band looks like. And this is what the yarn looks like. It's pretty. It's got some dark pink, light pink, and white. And I cast on using my Carbons Interchangeables US size 4, 3.5 millimeters, and I think that the gauge is too tight. Either that or I'm just so used to knitting with really soft wool that I just feel like this is really hard to work with. So I don't know if I need bigger needles or if I'm just not used to the cotton, but this is what I have done so far. It's not much, but I made a start. So this is the beginning of the bottom ends of the ribbon. And you can just see it subtly. I didn't want it to really stand out, but I think it'll be pretty. So that's one of my whips. And then I have my featherweight cardigan, which is in my lovely bag by Alex Collins Designs. And it still fits in here. I was worried that my sweater was just going to be too big and bulky eventually. But since we chatted last, I got quite a bit done. Let's see. There we go. There. So there's quite a bit done. Here's the sleeves. I have on some scrap yarn. Here's the back. So let's see how much. I still have this much left of the second ball of yarn, or cake of yarn, and then I still have another skein of it. So I'm hoping I have enough to, I think I will. I'm hoping I have enough to finish the sweater and make it a bit longer than the pattern suggests, and do the sleeves and the ribbing. I think I'll be okay. We'll see. These cute little kitties everywhere. So this is, most of you probably know, it's a pattern by Hannah Fettig. And I am using Chigu Interchangeables, US size 5, 3.75 millimeters. I love these needles. They are my absolute favorite. And the yarn is Madeline Tosh Twist Light, which is 75% merino and 25% nylon. You get 420 yards, and it's the opaline colorway. If you can see how pretty that is. Lots of mauves, which I love. So that's my featherweight update. Moving right along. What do I have? something new I cast on is a baby tea leaves cardigan for one of my best friend's little girl, Charlotte. And she came over yesterday. She's the cutest little baby. Oh my gosh. And I put this on and it fits. I was so nervous. I knit the 18 to 24 month size because she's wearing 12 to 18 right now, so I wanted it to be, here's the back while I have it open. So this is using my Adelaide Cottage yarns in the Marion Base Mermaid colorway, which is mostly turquoise and purples and whites. I have the sleeves here on scrap yarn, and then this is the front so far. So there'll be a couple buttonholes up here, and then, you know, I just need to make it longer. Very pretty, I think. I'm hoping you can see good. So Chaigu size 4 US. I don't remember if I told you that or not. This is a pattern by Melissa Labare. This is what it will look like. Super cute, and they have young child sizes, a separate pattern, and then one for adults, which I have that, and I'm thinking of knitting it for myself. So the pattern calls for a sport weight, but I'm using fingering. 1 skein of sport weight yarn, about 360 yards. So that's fun. These little baby clothes. And here's what I have left of this cake. And then I have another skein of it too if I have to dig into it. These were like partial skeins that I had just laying around. I was going to turn them into minis, but I thought the colors were perfect for her, so. What a better thing than to knit a baby garment with it. All right. That's it for knitting. My Cozy Memories blanket got no love. What else is there? I did not yet rip out my Waiting for Rain shawl because it's summer and I can only handle so many projects right now. It's just been so busy in such a good way, and I'll talk more about that later if I have time. I hope I have time. Yeah, I have a few minutes. What's the matter? What? You want to say hi again? Come here. You want to say hi? We'll let her walk around the table a little bit. So I have a little bit of crochet to show you. I was working on my crochet granny square blanket. Careful, little lady. I got a lot of these connected into the blanket since I podcasted the last time. A lot. I brought this camping the last time we went, and this is what I have done. I think it was about half this size the last time. And I'm loving it. I think it's definitely what I hoped for it to look like. So I will bring it camping with me again this weekend and hopefully get some more done on it. And for these, I'm using Cascade 220 Superwash. Careful. She's so sweet. Okay. And talking about crocheting, I entered a giveaway for, as I mentioned last time, I've been quilting and loving it. And I entered a giveaway for, I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. This is rude of me. Hey. Hey. She's scratching the dining room chairs. I entered a giveaway through the author of Quilt As You Go Made Modern book, who is Jera Brandvig, and she is Quilting for Rain on Instagram, and she has a blog called the same thing. And it's for her new high tea fabric line, which I talked about last time as well. I would like to do a quilt along with this when it comes out in August, but she was giving away 7 fat quarters of the new line to 2 lucky winners, and I was one of them. Honestly, I rarely ever win anything, so this was very exciting. But she let us pick out the prints that we want, and I showed on Instagram, I think, the prints that I chose. I love this taupe background, but it's got teapots, teacups, strawberries, flowers. There's that. A minty background, pink strawberries. That one. It's white background and a really pretty yellow background. So what I want to do is make a quilt with these. And what is it called? It's called the Crochet Fusion, because you basically quilt squares with this fabric and then you fuse them or connect them using a crochet technique, which is gorgeous. If you want to see it, go look on, I'm going to try to insert a picture if I remember, but if I don't, you can go on Quilting for Rain, her blog or her Instagram, and she has a picture of it. And the designer for that quilt is Fannie Lou Designs, and she is Tiffany Lou Ann on Instagram, and she has a tutorial on her blog how to do it, like the pattern for the crochet and everything. So that's what I plan to make with these, and I would also like to make a tea cozy, which will be not with this fabric, but tea cozies, which will be new to the shop on Etsy. I have a shop on Etsy where I sell my hand-dyed yarn and project bags and things, which is also called Adelaide Cottage, but tea cozies are going to be new to the shop. I got some really cute fabrics for them, and I think I'm going to make one for myself out of this fabric here. Okay, quilting. I finished my husband's quilt. I made this for him to bring hunting with him. It's using the Moda Fabrics Alpine collection. I got a jelly roll with these 2.5-inch fabric strips. And I used the Solstice Parade pattern, which is in the Quilt As You Go Made Modern book by Jera Brandvig. It's pretty big. I can't remember the size that I made. Actually, I think this is the crib size, and it's big enough for an adult, I think, or a nice throw for the living room. It's too big to show you. Let me see if I could stand up and do it. Yeah, it's probably way too big. And then I backed it with flannel so that it's super cozy and soft. And yeah, he loves it. I gave it to him for Father's Day. And he was really excited about it. I treated myself to a new tool for fabric cutting because of my neck issues. And people without neck or back issues, I think, still feel some back pain when they cut fabric with a rotary cutter for a very long time. And I have this big, huge pile of scrap fabric, really cute fabric designs. And I've just been dreading using a rotary cutter and ruler to cut these out. So I treated myself. My birthday just passed June 28th, and my family knows how much I love Joann Fabrics. So a lot of them gave me gift cards to Joann's. And so I put the gift cards toward an AccuQuilt Go machine. It's a fabric cutting machine. And I hadn't heard about it Here it is. I hadn't heard about it until about a week ago, week and a half. But basically, I haven't even used it yet. It's not going to lay flat because I have junk everywhere. It came with these fabric cutting dies. So they have a bunch of different dies. They have alphabet, all different shapes, rectangles, birds, what have you. So it comes with this die set for large squares, small squares, and triangles. And what you basically do is you obviously take it out of the package. You can put up to 6 layers of fabric on top of it at once. So you can fold, if you have like a half a yard, you can fold it up however you want. Set it on top of the die, and then you put this cutting mat on top of it, and you feed it through with this crank handle all the way through, and you have completely accurate fabric cuts in like 10 seconds. So it's supposed to decrease your fabric cutting time by 99%, I think. So I am going to tackle my ginormous stash bin of fabric and try to make some scrappy quilts with the end product. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yay. Very excited about that. I will probably use that after camping this weekend because it's kind of a big project to get into. Okay, sewing. I'll show you the project bags I am in the middle of making. But I received this lovely, lovely package from a friend of mine who I've gotten to know through the podcast and Ravelry group. And she sent me the sweetest package. I'm not going to show you everything. There's a really nice handwritten note, really lovely smelling sachets, cute little coin purse or notions pouch, and this gorgeous yarn by Barenvole. I can't pronounce it, but I know it's a very popular yarn brand, and I know that her dyeing is wonderful. It's hand-dyed in Germany, and this colorway is so pretty. This is Barefoot Sock. It's 80% virgin wool and 20% polyamide, and this is the Waldelf colorway. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. I think this will make a really lovely shawl with like a solid color with it. And then this really pretty bag that makes me so happy to look at whenever I look at it, and this is by Lowland Originals. These really cute butterflies and dragonflies. So thank you, Scribblebug. I can't say your name because I don't know if you'd want me to. I don't think it's on her Ravelry profile, so I'm not going to disclose that information, but she's a lovely person and turning into a lovely friend, and I really appreciate this, so thank you very much. That was a really nice package to get in the mail. Another thing I have is my yarn has been selling on a local yarn truck that we have here in Buffalo. I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. It's called the 716 Knit Buffalo Yarn Truck, and she kind of travels to all these craft shows and knitting events, and she's got lots of yarn on her truck that you can buy. So she invited me to sell my yarn there, and hold on just a few minutes, buddy. I picked up, when I was dropping off my yarn, I picked up this skein of narwhal needlework. This is the Squishy Sock Base 7525 Superwash Merino Nylon. It's the Pan American Exposition colorway. And I loved the turquoise and taupes and mauves in here. So I had it. I had to get it. I needed it. I'm going to move really fast, and I apologize, but Another birthday present, which is the title of today's episode, is All You Knit is Love. And that's because my sister-in-law purchased this really lovely knitting bag for me, which will be perfect to bring camping. And it says, All You Knit is Love. She thought of that herself and had it made for me. So it's very spacious, so I can put all the projects I'm working on in there. And then when I'm done with it, it closes up really nicely and snaps closed. Okay, so I'm going to show you what's going to be in the shop next week. I will have a shop update next week. Today is July 7th, Friday. So next week I'm thinking middle of the week, but I will put the date on Instagram, and I will also put it on in my Etsy shop under the announcements. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have a few of each of these, but I'm going to have drawstring project bags in this fabric. These will be offered as kits with my Pink Lemonade yarn colorway, and it will also include a little lemon progress keeper. So that comes in this one and this one with the grayish taupe background. I made another Today's Beautiful bag. This one, which I love, with the doggies and kitties. Not yet, buddy.
Oh, how about you show them Dory?
I did.
Like, did you take the
Aiden. Aiden, I'm almost done.
Did you, pick up Dory?
Creativity is messy, and I am very creative. Walk in God's beauty and love. Stop and consider God's wonders. And then for yarn, this is the Pink Lemonade colorway. So I'll have that on the Marion base, which is an MCN. And this one I still have to reskein, but it's the Twinkle base, which has golden stellina. This one I have to reskein as well. This is a new colorway. I forgot what I named it. This is Hero. I love, love, love this one. Butterfly Blush, which is a nice mauve with specks of orange, green, blue. Got another Hero. And then I'm hoping to have a few more actually. I'm hoping to dye up some Berry Picker and a few others. So definitely check back with the shop. I have to go get my little guy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you're all doing well. I have my next MRI appointment in New York City next week, Tuesday, the 19th, and it's been weighing heavily on my mind. We're praying for no tumor growth. So I definitely would appreciate any prayers for those of you who like to pray. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this lovely weather. And if I podcast when I camp, I will tell you all about our nightmarish first camping experience that we had a couple weeks ago. So for now, I will see you later.